Reverend Johnnie Moore, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We're so happy to have you on 7-Minute Expert. What we're going to do today is hopefully discuss a little bit about your work fighting for religious liberty across the entire world.
First of all, I don't like politics very much, but I really love people. And politics is, at the heart of politics is public policy, and public policy affects people. And so if you care about people, especially in a democracy where the people make the decisions, you just have to be involved in politics, like whether you like it or whether you don't like it. But as a person of faith, the foundation of that is my faith. Like I find my inspiration for what I try to do in the world. I find my guidance for what I try to do in the world in my faith. And actually, I think as a Christian, I read a lot of books written by Jewish scholars on what we call the Old Testament. Jews call the Hebrew Bible. It's the Hebrew Bible. That's what it is. Okay, it's written in Hebrew, and there's so many observations. I think, yeah, right behind you, I see. Right, there's so many observations in the Hebrew Bible about politics. I mean, these are people that were living in complex periods of time. There's all kinds of interesting things happening between leaders and power and decision making in complex situations. And so for me, the Bible is really a source, a foundation for my engagement, in the public square.
So what are some of those problems that you're working on? Be they in the political sphere or in the religious sphere, or both?
I mean, I care a lot about peace in the Middle East. Clearly, I'm not succeeding. None of us are succeeding. But
it's a complicated issue.
It's a complicated issue for generations. But actually, I'm optimistic. I mean, we saw the Abraham Accords on October 7th. I was actually on my way to Israel that night. I had a ticket booked. I was heading to Israel that evening. I was flying to Israel, and then on Thursday that week, I was flying to Saudi Arabia. The fundamentals haven't changed in the region, to see a broader wave of peace move across the Middle East. But what we saw on October 7th, is we witnessed in our lifetime. Okay, we witnessed the single greatest massacre of the Jewish people since the Holocaust in our lifetime. By the way, we need to hold the United Nations accountable. The U.S. government funds the United Nations. There's no United Nations without the U.S. government. We host them in New York City. We're the beating heart of the UN, and yet the main organizations in the United Nations that are dedicated to protecting persecuted people have been totally hijacked by anti-Semites and the persecutors of Christians included. This is insane, and it has to stop. When it comes down to protecting human lives, whether they're Jewish lives or Christian lives, or innocent lives anywhere around the world, it's standing up against evil and terrorism and injustice and all of these things. Those are the issues I care about.
I really appreciate you coming on. It's been really wonderful getting to speak to you and hear about your work in fighting the persecution of people of all faiths across the world. And I want to thank you for your work.